So hello everyone, my name is Samir Mansresta and welcome to my Java's graphics turtle graphics project. In this video I am going to show you how I show you my turtle graphics application, explain how everything works and also demonstrate all the features required for the assignment. This Java application I have built using LBUGraphics library, for which I will try to leave a link below in the description. And today I'll be walking you through how it works, explain my code, and show you how I met all of the requirements that was given to me. This video is going to be a bit long. I guess this video is going to take some time, so sit back, relax, and have something to eat. Um, I have built this app to let users take control of a virtual turtle that draws on a canvas using simple commands like move, reverse, left, right, and also have given functionality for changing its color from like RGB color to simple red, blue, green, white, and even draw some basic shapes like triangle, square. It's mainly a GUI based. It's mainly a GUI based application with a command input field, a history panel, and a menu bar for saving and loading stuffs. I will show you all of that as we go on, but firstly I would like to show you the project setup. So yeah, the first thing, the form has asked us if LBUGraphics.jar file is properly added to the project, and it would be a yes. As you can see in my project structure, you can see under the library or the external library section, we can see LBUGraphics.jar file. It is the it is the backbone of the app, giving us the turtle canvas and the basic drawing functionality. To add this jar file, what we can simply do is go to files, project structure, and under modules we can add jars or directories, and we can just click here and we can just add the jar file. Okay, and we can just hit apply. Next we can look at main.java. This is the entry point of the main entry point of the whole program or the whole application. um, in here I have created a turtle graphics object which extends LBU graphics, and then it will start a thread to read the console inputs. But the real action happens in turtle graphics.java. Um, Let me open it up. Let me reduce the imports. Here I have extended LBU graphics, and in the constructor I have set up the whole GUI from canvas to input fields to everything. So main.java just kicks things off by making this object, and all processing happen through it. So yeah, for next, the form wants me to call the about method, and the turtle animation is displayed. So your code, and then show it running. As in turtle graphics, at the end of the constructor I have called the about method, and let's run the app. We clear it up, we reset it, and if I write about so there is this animation I made which draws my name Samir in a cool pattern. I will show you the code for that later when we hit requirement 5, since I have overridden it. So yeah, here it is, and yep. Back to the main.java. You see the main method creates a turtle graphics object like the form asks. And for the last part of requirement 1, typing about should trigger the animation again. Let's try it. Clear about so yeah, there it goes again in the code. This happens in execute command if the command about it calls turtle graphics drawing dot about. So as you can see, all the requirements for requirement 1 has been checked to yes. Now let's move on to requirement 2, which is command support. Let's minimize this for a while. And in requirement 2, this is where I show you how turtle responds to command. Let's first see what happens in turtle graphics.java. In the execute command method is the heart of it. Control F, execute command, public void execute command. Here it is. Yep. Let's minimize this for a while. Minimize this. So it takes whatever I type, splits it into two parts and handles it with a big if else chain. In case insensitive, because it's case insensitive because I used lower case, which basically converts any letters that's written in capital to lower case, so that it's easier for the it's easier to optimize if I had to put it in good words. Now according to the form, it says I need to type command into the text field and build a picture without restarting the app. So let's do it step by step. Here it is. I should clear this out. Reset. So the first command it's telling me to do is pen down. When like you can see in here, the status says the pen is down. So yeah, this works. And then the command says to move with or without any parameters that's being passed. So let's do that too. Move, if we enter, the command error shows that incorrect number of parameters for move, and if I enter move 100, it's gonna move. So yeah, this is a yes too. And then it's asked the both of them are yes, cause the for now moving on to the reverse. If I click reverse, the incorrect parameter, the incorrect number of parameters for reverse, then if I pass reverse 100, it's gonna move back, reverse 100, it's gonna draw. And now these reverse parameters also work with or without any commands. Like if commands, if parameters are being passed, the turtle is gonna run. If the parameters aren't passed, then the turtle is going to throw an invalid error, with the status also updating according to the parameters that are being passed. Now let's go on. Let's move on with the left and right command. Left if I just enter left without passing any parameters, it's gonna tell us the incorrect number of parameters for left. And if I pass left 90, it's gonna turn by 90 degrees. Now if I do the same thing for right, invalid number of parameters for right, and if I do right 90, it's just gonna come back to where it started. And if I pass on right 90 again, it's gonna just move to the right. So the left and right turns are based off of where the turtle's head is positioned, not not the actual left and right from what we see or what we know. It's based on where the turtle's facing. So yeah, now let's move on for pen up. For that, I'm just gonna clear reset. It's just gonna resets itself and bring it to the center of the canvas. Now if I do pen up, the status is gonna update, the pen is up. And for this, in the LBU graphics documentation, if I bring it over here, draw off. So to do the pen up and pen down command, for pen up, it's I guess pen up kolagi draw on. For pen to draw on the canvas, the command is draw on. And for the pen to not draw on the canvas, the command is draw off. As you can see in the code, draw off. As you can see in the code, I have mentioned in here, If the pen is up, the command is draw off. If the pen is down, the command is draw on. So that helps us in drawing. That helps us in drawing the lines in the code. So yeah, colors next. I have got black, red, green, white codes here. Uh, Set pen for that. In the code I have in the code I have those mentioned with set pen color, set pen color green, set pen color red, set pen color white. Yeah, I guess that's it for the color, and at least 4 color commands should be here, and that's pretty much done. And now finally for clear and reset commands. For that we have used else if code. If I press clear in here, then it calls clear it calls clear, which empties the canvas and turtle stays put. If I hit reset, then it resets the position and settings. Now if I type right 90 and then move 100 according to that, it's not gonna draw anything. And if I put reset, it's gonna bring back the turtle to the center pointing downwards. And all yes for the commands, and for the requirement, all yes for requirement 2. All the commands work and all the parameters too. Pictures build up. So yeah, all check. And let's move on to requirement 3, which is validating the commands and error handling. So for requirement 3, it's mainly about validation. So yeah, let's see how my app handles bad inputs in, like, again in the execute command. Here's by line of how validation and error handling is implemented in execute command method, along with specific code segments responsible for each checks. So for validation, so for basic input validation, I have used command trimmed equals command dot trim. If command dot trim is empty, then the error pops up. It's responsible for ensuring the input isn't empty after trimming white spaces. The error triggers if the user submits a blank command, example spaces only. For command parsing, the error is handled by I guess it's split. Yep, the error is handled by split, and it's responsible for the command to split into parts. Example, if I enter example, if I enter move 100, it's gonna split that into move move comma 100. It's gonna basically divide the whole thing into two, once the command and once the parameter. It sets up the subsequent validation by isolating the command keywords into command and parameters. Now for command specific parameter checks, like for example, if I have to say save, for like for save, it validates the save or load which are followed by images or commands. So the way it checks for errors are, it fires if the user enters the save without a valid subcommand, for example save text, save image, load text, load image, etc. So this is it, and as you can see, here's the command for load and here's the command for save. Now for parameter count checks, so for parameter count checks, okay, so if I am not wrong, it should be so error message, if part length, it should be part length, I guess. Yep, it's I forgot what it should be. I guess it's part length. Pen up for, I guess it should be for pen up and pen down, save, pen up. Yep, it's so yeah, it validates commands like pen up with no parameters or move with only one parameters have the correct number of arguments. It triggers for pen up like it triggers for pen how do I put it together? So basically pen up doesn't have a parameter for if the pen if I enter pen up with a parameter, for example, if I enter pen up with 50, maybe I guess I should just show it to you guys. If I enter pen up, then it's gonna run completely fine because there is only one command and there is no extra parameter. But for example, if I write pen up with an extra parameter, then it's gonna show up because the only thing that's needed is one command. And if I write and move, and if any command requires parameter, then as you can see, it's the length of the command should be 2. And if I write move, then since it needs to, and since it needs exactly one parameter, it's just gonna throw an error saying incorrect number of parameters for move because there is only one command and there is no parameter. But if I write move 50, then it's just gonna run like, since there is no missing parameter. Now for number validation, it should be for angle and it should be for distance. Yep, for angle, if the angle is greater than 3600, it shows error that the angle is too large and the maximum angle should be less. Uh, it should be less than 3600. For example, if I write left 90, it's just gonna work because the value is less or equals to 3600. But if I write right 4000, then it's gonna throw up an error saying angle is too large and the maximum angle should be that can be used is up to 3600 degrees. Now for I have done the same thing for distance as well. So if the value is on negative, like if I enter move -50, then it's gonna throw up an error saying the distance must be positive. For example, oh shit, as you can see, if the distance is less than 0, the code's gonna throw an error saying the distance must be positive. So let's verify it. If I enter move -50, it's gonna throw up an error saying the number value for move. So yeah, this ensures the numeric value within the valid range. For example, the angle should be less than or equals to 3600 degree, and the distance for the parameter should always be positive. So it catches invalid values like negative distance or excessively large angles for error checking. Now for boundary checks for canvas, it should be new x. So basically it prevents the turtle from moving outside the canvas boundaries. It triggers if the movement would take the turtle off screen. It pre-calculates everything, and if it pre-calculates the data before the command starts working, and then it's just gonna throw up error if it finds that the turtle is going to be out of canvas. Now for semantic value checks. Semantic value, basically it uses the triangle's inequality theorem to validate side lengths. For example, if I go for triangle side 1 plus, so in this if command, we can see that it if side 1 plus side 2 is less than equals to side 3, and side 2 plus side 3 is less than equals to side 1, and if side 1 plus side 3 is less than equals to side 2, the error pops up saying that command error side do not form the valid triangle, and so forth. If we run it for equilateral triangle, there is not gonna be any issue, cause it's just gonna take one parameter, cause it's an equilateral triangle. If I write 100, it's just gonna draw a triangle. And let me clear reset canvas, and if I write triangle 50, 60, 80, I guess it should draw a triangle, but it's not penned down. Triangle 50, 60, 80. Pen down, green. Okay, now it's gonna draw a triangle. So yeah, it uses triangles inequality theorem to validate lengths, side lengths. It fires for invalid triangles. For example, if I enter a random value, triangle 1 2 5, enter, the side do not form a valid triangle. Okay, okay, okay. For RGB, red's greater than 0. So yeah, for RGB value check, it ensures RGB value within the valid range of 255 0 to 255. So it triggers for values like if pen color is equal to 300 comma 0 comma 0. Now let's verify it as well. Copy, clear, okay, so the RGB value must be between 0 to 255. If I enter 30 90 255, okay, the pen color is set to, I don't know which color this is, so we're just gonna do left, we're just gonna reset pen color 30 90 255. Okay, so invalid pen command, control V, 330 50 255. Okay, now we're just gonna write 90, move pen down, move 100, like this. Okay, so control V, 255 30 90, move 100. Okay, it's some shades of blue. Clear, reset. Now for exception handling, it catches invalid numeric inputs. Example, move A B C and unexpected errors. It handles all parsing values, for example non-integer values. Okay, for if I go if I it's all try catch error. For example, number format once, number format exception, and the other is excepts EXEPTIONE, the other one's exception E, and which shows error message, unexpected error. And for user feedback, error message and status updates, it provides immediate feedback to the user via GUI element. For example, it shows a dialog for critical errors and updates the status bar for minor issues. It's I guess in here as well. Command error, so as you can see it shows command error, invalid error message, and it shows what's the error that's passed. So that's it for validation, I guess. Yep, that's all, and the validation is solid too. Now for saving and loading. I guess I should take a break and have some water. So yeah, now let's move on with saving and loading. I might need to restart the recording. Now let's restart the recording, and now let's go to Turtle graphics menu, where all of the commands regarding the save and load, saving and loading is written. So for that, now if I go to my Turtle graphics library and type save image, it's just gonna pop up then I'm just gonna pop up a file, pop up for saving the task. I'm just gonna go not here, so now moving on towards saving and loading in Turtle graphics menu and Turtle graphics menu handler. I'm just gonna minimize this. Start recording. So now moving on towards saving and loading. This is in graphics menu, Turtle graphics menu.java and Turtle graphics menu handler.java. In so let's run the main file.java, and as you can see, let me file save image. I have created a menu bar for it, but if I write demo.png, and no, it not only saves in png, but also it saves in jpg, tiff, tiff, web I don't know what's that actually called, but it's the web format as well. If I save if I save it and demo.png, it shows up in here, and this is it. If I do clear and if I write about, it's gonna write my name like you already saw. And if I write file, save command and demo.txt file, then if I hit save and if I hit clear and if I do load, not load image, load command, would you like to save it first? No. Demo.txt file does not exist. File, save command, demo.txt, it's already saved. File, load commands, yes. Demo.txt, open, yes. Do you want to clear the command history? Yes. Okay, cut. Okay, what happened? Did it lag or something? Yep, it's stuck. So let me rerun it. It's gonna draw oops, and if I do clear, then cancel. If I do load command, would you like to save it first? No. Demo.txt, yes. uh, stop recording. So now let's load the command. We'll run the file again and let it do its thing. I'm gonna just clear, and I'm just gonna not this one. I'm just gonna do load command. Would you like to save it first? No. Line.txt. Do you want to reset the canvas before? Yes. Do you want to clear the command history? Yes. Yep, as you can see, since I already had reset and cleared all the commands, so I'm just gonna clear, reset, edit, clear history. Yes. So if I do write 90, pen down, pen width 10, move 100, move 100, then let's draw square 90. So it's just gonna draw square, and if I hit reset, it's gonna reset to the. Now let's save the command. Square square text file, save, and it's gonna save in here, clear file, load command. Would you like to save it first? No. Square open, no, yes. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, thank god it worked. uh, so yeah, as you can see in here, the command is loaded successfully, and if we want to save the image, we can save it, square.png, save, and it should save somewhere in here if I'm not wrong. If I write exit, yes, then it's gonna save itself somewhere in here, I guess. About CMD, not in here, it's I guess somewhere turtle graphics, triangle square dot txt, it's right over here. And if I had to load it, image.png, and here it is. And now for some extended features, which is inheritance. So yeah, requirement 5, I have extended the LBUGraphics with some pretty cool features. The first one would be method override in turtle graphics drawing.java, where let me clear this up, this and this too, where I have overridden about, and the initial which you saw, if I rerun the programming.java, so the one you saw, the oops, that's the real one. Like when you run it for the first time, the first thing that's gonna appear on your screen would be this oops, LBUGraphics version 6.0, but I overrode it with my name, which is Samir, with all the commands that were in LBUGraphics documentation. Then for square, then I also added square in, and that would be square draw public static draw square, and for which there are like it takes one value and draws a square. Besides that, I also added so same dance, knew about this is also a yes, square length, let's do it. but since you have already seen square working, let's do it again. Square 100, and yep, that's also a yes. And then um RGB pen color, how do I set the pen color? For RGB it should be let's clear this out. Then it should be pen color 00255. Nope. Okay, pen color 0,0,255. It should be blue. Then move 100, pen down, I forgot to pen down, right 90, move 100. Yep, that's the blue color. The pen color also works, and pen width also works, as you already saw. Then for the for equilateral triangles, it takes only one parameter, so there is only one parameter. And since the angle for equilateral triangle is 120, like the each side turns by 120 degrees to form an equilateral triangle, so the value I entered is right 180. But you can also do left 120 degree. Now let's do the triangle 180. The triangle would go off screen. That's what the error detection does. So yeah, triangle 180. Then if I do it, it's just gonna do the triangle, and it messed up my canvas, and for which I have to reset the canvas. And yeah, that's the canvas. Then for scale and triangle, the general triangle, the value should be let's for I don't know the command, like how to enter it, so I had to copy it. Let's do this, and yep, there is the general triangle as well. So yeah, all of these. So the extra things that I have added to Turtle Graphics drawing the Java would be I guess it was this show about dialogue, which is like the about section about for it's the about section for, like, it's the basically it contains the licenses and everything, and the credits, like it's just a normal copyrights thing that I have added in the about section in Turtle Graphics drawing.java. Then also I changed the UI using Turtle Graphics.java in the command execute command, and that's it. Thank you for watching, and that's it. I have shown my code, demoed everything, and I also filled the form and all of it. Yes, I'll upload this to my YouTube link it in my assignment.md and submit my code to the university. Thanks for watching. This project has taught me a ton about Java, GUIs, and inheritance. It was kind of difficult project, like there were a lot of error solvings, and like half of the time you didn't like it was like going back and fro from documentation to project and project to documentation. So yeah, anyways, it was a fun project. So yeah, see ya.